two, one, and another one. Three, two, one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Creative Talk podcast with me, Jan Santos. And today we have a very special guest. I am a fan. I'm amazed about the content that he produced. It's very humble, it's very amazing. Being a fanboy here. founder of he is the founder of Mindset Malta. A little giveaway there for all the listeners and viewers out there. Mindset. So that's the keyword. Hashtag mindset. Founder of Mindset Malta, a successful keynote speaker and mindset consultant expert. Guys, let's all welcome the amazing, very, I love the vibe, very humble, very kind, very approachable, guys. Let's all welcome the amazing Ken Uttard. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Oh, thanks for having me, John. I mean, what an amazing introduction. You're talking about being humble, and I'm listening to all of these accolades. Oh, how wonderful! Yeah. I do the best that I can to be really just. I really believe in authenticity and being able to really just be yourself. So, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here, and again, thank you for that introduction.
Ken, it's the honor is all mine. I've said this to you off cam, and I'll say it again. The blessing to have you, to hear you speak, to hear you share values upon values. It's a blessing. So again, thank you, my friend, for being with us here in the show.
Much appreciation. And you haven't even heard me say anything yet.
Yeah. I'm raising the bar. I'm raising
Oh
the bar.
man, no pressure. No pressure.
Love you, Ken. Love you, Ken. Wait, I know because I told this to you off cam. I'm a
Yeah.
fan. I've been, slowly following your content, the values that you share on LinkedIn. I know our listeners and viewers are also excited. But before we dig in to the main topic, before we go and focus on the treasures, let's step back. Who or what influenced you to be in this position you are right now, my friend? Really touching people's lives, sharing valuable content, not only content that can inspire, but really actionable, mind blowing. It's really an eye opener. I learn a lot from that. Four steps. It really is a game changer. So, what happened and who influenced you? Tell us your story, my friend. The floor is yours.
Wow. Okay, so going back quite a while, what essentially happened to me was many years ago, I got involved in network marketing, or as
Mm,
people know it as multi-level marketing.
multi-level marketing. Yeah.
At that, I'm going back now. I think probably at least 20 years now.
Mm,
And what happened there was part and parcel with the network marketing
right.
um, was personal development.
Mm,
And I believe I wouldn't be surprised if it is still part and parcel today as well. And what happened was I started to listen to different speakers. I started to read certain books, and I was just blown away by what I was starting to learn when it came to
mm,
personal development. So much so that I love to say this. I say, how come they don't teach us this stuff in school?
mm.
I was like, how come they don't teach us this stuff in school? I'm like, and I was starting to get blown away. And because of the nature of the business with regards to network marketing, I found myself getting in front of people on a weekly basis,
Right, right.
having to do a presentation or whatever it may be. Yet I found that the real cool part was when, I could add in some inspiration and get
Yeah.
people motivated to really, get themselves going. So that's really and truly how it started for me. You could say, if you want to call it by chance, not that really there is any chance going on because everything is working out perfectly the way
Right.
it's meant to work out, yet it drew me to it. And then essentially, even though I moved away from that industry or whatever, I
Mm,
continued to delve into personal development to the point that nowadays and this has been for a long time now, it's been a daily part of my life. So one of
wow.
the things, I just make it a point that almost I'd say every single day in
Mm,
one way or another, I'm learning something a bit new,
Mm,
revising something that potentially I've heard before, but again, hear it again, and then you
mm,
go, okay, and the layers start to, just start to peel off,
yeah,
because there's so much, and
right.
that's really and truly how I got started, and it just became a part of my life, again, and I continued to learn, continued to study,
Mm,
and really, and again, for a long, long time, my let's say my consulting or coaching with people and
yeah.
sitting down with people, that was really to the side quite a bit. It was really not my main focus.
Wow.
I've been an entrepreneur for 20 years plus, so I've been
Mm,
involved in retail,
right, right.
imports, and all this type of stuff, and still am today up to a certain extent. Yet now the the mindset consultancy part has become the major part of my business nowadays. So
Ken,
it is
you
where my full
mentioned,
focus is.
yeah, you mentioned mindset.
Hmm.
This is something that is really important to talk about.
Mm.
Why choose to focus on mindset? You've said it yourself. You've been in the industry as an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur for 20 years. There's a lot of topics, there's a lot of aspect, there's a lot of elements that you can hone in. Why mindset? And that's so important for all the listeners and viewers out there. I don't want to spill this, but this is heavily connected to our topic. But before we go there, my friend, what's with mindset that you really focus laser deep on mindset?
The short answer is it's your superpower.
Mm,
It's superpower. And I'm seeing the superheroes behind you there. It's your superpower, and
mm,
so many people do not realize that, because you can, like you said, being an entrepreneur, there are many aspects to one's business, and there are many tasks that need to be carried out, and there are many, let's say, protocols, if you want to call it, to follow, and
yeah,
and
yeah,
all these things, and there's the everyday running of your business.
right.
Yet, if your mindset, if you are not using a mindset that is, let's say, a growth mindset,
Yeah.
some people like to use the word a positive mindset, if you are not purposely, because this is the thing, you're using your mindset. Let's
Mm.
make this very clear. I mean, you have to use it. It's not that you're not using it. Yet the difference is this, is that when you start to understand a little more about how it actually works, and you can begin to purposefully use your
Ooh,
mindset for the outcomes and the results that you want in your life, in your business, then that's a whole different ball game. I mean, it's just no different than, let's say, gravity. Everybody
right.
knows gravity exists.
Mm.
I mean, do you know exactly how it works? Probably not. Yet I don't see you jumping off a roof because you're not sure how it works. You just
Right.
know that it works. And this is the thing that I like to convey to entrepreneurs, to individuals, is that your mindset is your superpower. And
Ooh,
and let me tell you what I believe most individuals suffer from.
right.
It's something that I like to call the triple U syndrome. And
Triple
the U
U
being U
syndrome.
syndrome,
Okay.
the U being the letter U.
Right.
Okay. And let me tell what I really believe they suffer from is this. So mindset, we're talking about mindset today. And I can guarantee you that the listeners, pretty well, every listener has heard about mindset.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I've heard about mindset one way or the other. Potentially listened to a podcast like this, for instance,
Mm.
or maybe read a book once and got quite
Or or
excited and said, wow,
or
this is really
content on
interesting.
content
Or
on YouTube,
content.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, because people have heard about mindset more than ever nowadays, because
Mm.
information is so readily available.
Right.
It's available. And I say this over and over. I say, you can have, every listener here can have more information available to them in one day than my grandparents could have had available to them in a lifetime,
Yes,
in a
yes,
whole.
that's true.
So the information is there. It's readily available. Me personally, I'm not reinventing the wheel. All I'm doing is maybe conveying the message maybe in a maybe a slightly different way that might resonate with some people. Am I
Yeah.
expecting it to resonate with everybody?
Mm,
No. Because the right teacher shows up at the right person. So
mm,
potentially someone listening here might say, yeah, this really resonates with me, Ken. So information is available. They have it. The thing that happens is this, and the first you that happens is this, is that mindset is underrated.
ooh,
That's the first you. It's underrated. So what happens is they hear about it, they get excited about it, and they might dabble into it for a day, for 2 days, for a
right,
week,
right.
potentially a month,
Mm,
and get excited. And then again, everyday tasks start to come in, and I need to be doing this, and I need to be doing this. And okay, I'll get to that at some point in time, and then
mm,
I'll get to mindset at some point in time. But right now, this is more
mm,
important. So it gets put to the wayside because it's
mm.
it's underrated. Like I said, it's your superpower. Now,
Yeah.
this is that it gets underestimated. So it gets
Ooh.
underrated and then underestimated. And I like to describe it like this. And I don't know about you, John, but have you ever bought a book and then didn't read it?
Guilty.
you know,
There's a lot. There's
I
a
know,
lot to
right?
unpack
We,
there.
I think all of us, I think most people are. You buy this book, you sort of might get excited and say, okay, I'll get around to reading it, and you leave it on the shelf, and it's there. The amazing thing is this, though. That book is available to you. It's right there. You
Mm,
just got to pull it off the shelf and then start reading.
right.
Same thing with mindset. It's no different. It gets put in the back burner
Mm,
because it's so underestimated, underrated. It gets put on the back burner. Oh yeah, one day I'll get to it. I'll get to it. But right now I got more important things to do. I got to take care of this and I got to take care of this. And I understand, I just
mm.
love the term how people say, life gets in the way. Life doesn't get in the way. We allow things to
We
potentially
allow it.
get in the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
And again, I say this with the utmost respect and compassion to everybody because things do come up. I get it.
Yes,
And life
yes.
can some challenges. I get it.
Right.
But how are you responding to those? And this is where the mindset comes to it, right? And I'll dabble a bit into there, but this
Mm,
this is the thing. So it gets like underrated, underestimated. It just gets put on the back burner. It's there.
right.
One day I'll get to it. And because of that, the third U is it gets underutilized.
Wow.
People don't use it purposefully.
Mm, mm.
It just gets left there. Now, any listeners here, I can let you off the hook. And I'll let you off the hook and I'll tell you why I'm going to let you off the hook. And the
Why? Why?
reason this happens, my theory behind it as to the reason why this happens is that you just don't have a strong enough
Mm,
or firm enough belief in mindset yet.
right. I agree.
Because because what you don't know.
Right.
Unconscious incompetence. We were talking about this before. What you don't know. If you
Mm,
don't know that mindset is your superpower, you don't know. If you and the amazing thing is this is that for the majority of people, and this is where I get really excited, is that look, for the majority of people, they've been taught otherwise.
wow.
Even
Yeah.
in the entrepreneurial world, they've been
Right.
taught that the tasks and all of these things are the most
Mm,
important things that need to be taken care of. So the belief in mindset and how powerful is undermined.
mm.
It's not there. So I'm letting you off the hook for those listening here. Potentially, you just don't know yet. Now, today, that might start to change. You might get an
Yes.
inkling and say, "Wow, okay, so this is my superpower." Yeah, because essentially,
Mm,
your thinking, the way you think, or let me reverse it. Your
sure.
results and the experiences you're having in your life, in your business, are the byproduct,
Mm.
of the way you are thinking,
There you go. There you go. That's a
right?
game ender there. That's game over
Exactly.
already.
Now, on top of that, the way you are thinking is correlated to what your beliefs are.
Ooh, Love that. Love that.
Now, why is this so important? And this is one of the main messages that I want to get out to every single entrepreneur out there.
Mm,
Okay, is this is for the most part, most entrepreneurs have been taught because like I said, I've been in the entrepreneurial world for over 20 years now, and
yeah.
read books and
Right.
attended events and all this type of things at entrepreneur events, and with the
Mm,
greatest of intentions, some amazing teachers out there, some
mm,
amazing teachers out there. Notice though is that for the most part, at these events or wherever it is, we are entrepreneurs are told from the go get.
yeah.
So whether anybody listening here, whether you are a a seasoned entrepreneur, whether
Or a
you are an up and
starting.
coming entrepreneur,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Whether you're in a startup and potentially you're hearing this over and over. Okay, you hear, like, you're going to be an entrepreneur. So let me advise you about this. Okay, be prepared to struggle.
Oof.
Be
Wow.
prepared to sacrifice. Be prepared. Be prepared to be stressed out. Get ready for all of these things. This is what most entrepreneurs are taught. Now, I'm going to make this really clear. I'm not saying that you're not going to have your challenges and all these things throughout the course. Yet, if you go into it immediately believing that you're going to struggle, that you're going to sacrifice, that you are going to suffer, that you are going to be stressed out,
Mm,
that is exactly what you will get.
wow. Wow.
What if, what if that could be flipped? What
Mm,
do I mean by flipped? What if you could enter your business or you could start to conduct your business in a way that you actually start to believe that your business could be impactful,
yeah.
that it could be full of inspiration,
Mm,
that it dare say that your business could be fun,
yeah.
right? So and fulfilling. What if it could be all of those things? What if
Mm,
you went into it looking at it like that and your belief was that your business was going to be like that? We're having a chat here. We're enjoying it. We're just having some fun.
yeah.
We're
Yeah.
offering some information. There's no need for any stress or any
Mm,
whatever
mm,
it may be. Yeah, this, John from his side, he's got a lot of stuff going on in the background with tech and all that. And you know what? And sometimes stuff happens.
yeah.
Yet
Yeah.
matter when you can, and this is what I qualify as some like true success for some people.
Oof.
Not for some people. To me, true success, really having success, is when you can sway through your crap, through your
Mm,
shit, through all these challenges
right.
and still be joyful doing it.
Ooh.
That's success.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
success. Because when you can do that, and which ties in nicely with the cliche, and although it's a cliche, it's very profound,
Right.
is that you got to be enjoying your journey.
Yes. 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 Yes.
So
Yes.
many so many people are stuck, on the end result.
Mm,
The end result is not what's going to give you the success.
mm,
The end result is one matter. Yet the end result, like I said, is going to be a byproduct of what your journey is going to be.
mm,
So if it is aligned with joy, fulfillment, impact, abundance, all of these things, the end result, the temporary end
mm.
result, is going to be aligned with that. So it has to be success. It has to be,
Wow.
creating the let's say the income that you want to create,
Mm.
the impact that you want. It has to be aligned with that because that's what your journey has been all about. How
Love
can you
that.
have, how can you have an a unjoyful journey
Mm.
and expect a joyful result?
Yeah. 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 I love that.
Impossible.
I love that. That's
Impossible.
that's very true. We have a message here from Instagram from Joseph Easy. Joseph Easy. What a name.
Okay.
He's asking, I'm a startup entrepreneur. So
Hmm.
assuming it's a small, he's starting small and wants to grow. What
Yeah.
are tips? What are tips that you can share to renew mindset, to renew his mindset? Could be, I'm assuming, okay, since you are a startup, there's a lot of problems that you encounter. There's a lot of struggles, naysayers right and left. So what are actionable tips from you to renew his mindset? Floor is yours, my friend.
Okay. So, yeah. So one of the most simplest things, and I say this over and over again, over and over again. So everything starts. So I have a method which I call the ARC method, which
Mm.
has 5 pillars. But let me talk about just a tiny bit about the
Sure,
first
sure,
pillar.
sure.
And the first pillar is awareness,
Mm.
which, as people are listening here, as Joseph is listening here, is creating more awareness because he's going, okay, so there's this, so there's this mindset, and how can I actually do this? So one of the
Mm.
first things that I tell people to do is this: have the awareness. Start your day every day with some appreciation. Okay.
Mm.
What a lot of people don't realize is that, so we're all vibrating at a frequency.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
not to get into too much detail, but we're all vibrating at a frequency, and
Mm.
according to that frequency is what we're aligned with. That's what
Mm.
we're transmitting out to the universe. The
Yes.
universe has to deliver back to us exactly what we are transmitting. So if I can start my day, if you can start your day with some appreciation every day, because the frequency of appreciation
Mm.
is pretty well the same frequency as love.
Mm-hmm.
If you can start your day with a bit of appreciation every day, this is what I highly suggest. This is one of the most simplest things to do before you get going with your day, with all the tasks that a startup is required to do. And I need to be doing this. And again, like any
Yeah.
entrepreneur,
Yeah.
like most people, like most individuals, they have their own stuff, whether you're an entrepreneur. Oh, incidentally, I don't know if you realize, but every single individual is an entrepreneur in
Mm.
this business called life.
Yeah. Love that. Love that.
Right? So if I can start my day with appreciation, I do this every single day for myself. I take time
Mm.
to be grateful, to appreciate
Mm.
whatever it is. Make a list of 3 to 5 things
Yeah.
minimum. You could probably list more. And it
Mm.
could be something as simple as, the pillow you slept on last night, the roof you have over your head, the
Mm.
fact that you have a food available to you, the fact that, in this case, that you've had the opportunity to start a business,
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
right? And be grateful for that and be appreciative of that.
Mm.
What this starts to do is starts to shift your focus,
Wow.
and your focus starts to look at the things that are working in your life.
Mm.
What happens to most people, most even entrepreneurs, they're so focused on what's not working.
Yeah.
I got to fix this. I got to fix this. I got to fix it. This isn't working. This isn't working. This isn't working. And I'm not saying that you don't look at stuff that maybe aren't working the way you want to and you
Mm.
improve on them. Yet if your focus is always looking at what's not working, you tend to create more of what's not working.
Ooh, love that. Wow.
Yet if you shift your focus to what is working, you're aligning yourself with what's working. And the
Mm.
cool thing about that is when you aligning yourself with what's working, and you also, and another really important component is taking the time to slow down. And I'll mention this to Joseph as well.
Yeah.
Now you are allowing the opportunity, because you're looking at things that work, you're allowing the opportunity to receive
Mm.
solutions, ideas
Yeah.
for the things that are not working.
Love that.
So if there's one thing that I can highly suggest
Mm.
to Joseph or anyone who's listening as a component to reset, if you'd like to say, your
Yeah.
mindset, to restart your mind, to get is start your day with appreciation.
Wow.
Take that
Wow.
time. Take that time. And I'm going to say this word as well, and this ties in with everything, and be consistent with it.
Very nice.
Consistency.
Wow.
I can guarantee anybody, if they look at their life and the times that they were successful in their life,
Mm.
I can guarantee you that they were being consistent at that point in time.
Yeah.
So, for instance, someone who was, really making strides forward with their health,
Yeah.
99.9%, they were being consistent in one way or another, whether
Mm.
with their food choices, with their exercise, whatever it is.
Right.
Your
Right.
business, you were being successful, you were being consistent with
Mm.
all the different components that you needed to be doing. Right. So relationships, if someone, things were working really well in their relationships,
Mm.
they were being consistent in their relationships. So this consistency is really important. Now, that consistency can vary, I understand, with different people. So
Mm.
my consistency might not be your consistency and someone
Right.
else's.
Yeah.
So if someone is just starting off, doing the appreciation, for instance, or keeping an appreciation journal, for instance, their consistency might start off with doing it twice a week.
Yeah.
Their goal is to get to every day, yet
Mm.
they might start off with twice a week and say, I'm going to be doing this twice a week or more. And they start off with that. And they just remain consistent. And then they add on a day. And
Yeah.
then they add on a day. Right? And you just carry on with that. This is
Wow.
why, and the same thing with mindset.
Mm.
It's being consistent. Like mindset is not, a lot of people think it's this way out thing and it's like rocket science, and it's not. I'm a firm believer for myself. I mean, if it was rocket science, I probably wouldn't be the one talking about it. I'm a firm believer
Right.
in
Right.
keeping things simple,
Simple.
easy,
Mm.
and just go with it, and
Mm.
and take the time, every day to make it a point.
Mm.
Another thing that I believe that entrepreneurs, and I don't know if this is the case with Joseph as well, but I know for certain one of the first things I have to tell entrepreneurs that I work with, because again, it's another belief that we've been taught, that most entrepreneurs have been taught. Most entrepreneurs have been taught, listen, you need you need to be taking action.
Right.
And not only that, we get told not only do you need to be taking action, but you need to be taking massive action.
Yeah. I think that's where the hustle mentality comes into play.
Then,
Right. Yeah.
in fact, I refrain personally. I refrain from using that word at
Yeah.
all. I
Yeah.
understand why people want to use it.
Mm.
It's just a that takes me back. Hustle takes me back to the days when I used to play ice hockey, and I had to hustle like around
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Now there I understand it, but the hustle the way I don't. So and this and I'm not disagreeing with action or
Right. Right.
taking massive action. I'm not disagreeing with that. I understand action does have to be taken.
Mm.
Yet what I have discovered over the years is that there is a significant difference between taking action and taking inspired action.
Oof. Okay. Nice. Can you talk about what inspired action is all
Action,
about?
exactly. Inspired action. The way I've like to describe this is essentially, and this is what I need to tell entrepreneurs many times, because again, so
Mm.
because there is this action part,
Mm.
and we got to be taking action. Lo and behold, many entrepreneurs, the minute they slow down a bit, they get very guilty.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so
It's like,
true.
oh, I should be doing something. I should be doing more,
Right.
right?
Right.
The minute their business starts to become flowing and easy, and they're earning whatever they want to earn, and
Mm.
it's not difficult.
Yeah.
They're like, this isn't
Something's
supposed to
wrong.
be so easy. This isn't supposed to be. I must be doing more. I got to be doing more. I've got to,
Yeah.
and they start to sabotage themselves
Mm.
because
Okay.
let's think about it. Most entrepreneurs start their business
Right.
because they want freedom,
Mm. Yeah.
right? They want freedom. They want financial freedom. They want
Yeah.
time
More
freedom.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yet most of them end up going down a rabbit hole where that time has become a big deal. Like they
Yeah.
don't have time. They have no time except for their business.
Love that.
So how does inspired action happen? Well, one of the first things that I have to tell an entrepreneur is you need to stop.
Nice.
You need to slow down.
Mm.
And they're like, wait, slow down? How can I slow down? I
Mm.
can't slow down. I got all of these things to do. I got to take care of this. And if I slow down, then the other entrepreneur over there who's hustling and taking massive action is going to take a piece of my pie.
Yeah.
which again, then that starts to come from a lack mindset
Right.
rather than an abundant mindset,
Yeah.
because they've created this proverbial pie of abundance
Mm.
that, there are pieces to it and you take it away. The
Mm.
thing is this: if you have a pie of abundance and you take a slice of that pie away,
Mm.
what are you left with?
Mm.
You're left with abundance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Abundance is never ending.
Right. Yeah. I
So
love
when
that.
you're coming from an abundant mindset, no one can take anything away from you. So why do you need to slow down? You got to slow down so you make some space. You make some space, because if you're constantly going and you're thinking and you're thinking and you're thinking and never slowing yourself down, you're not creating space for inspiration to come to you. See,
Right.
we're
Yeah.
not actually thinking thoughts. Thoughts are in the air. They're all around us.
Yeah.
We receive thoughts.
Mm.
Every thought that's needed to be thought has actually been thought. We just need
Mm.
to receive that.
Mm.
To receive that, though, you have to slow down.
Yeah. Love that. Love that.
Create
Wow.
space.
Mm.
Think about music
Mm.
and music and how beautiful music is. Yet music, the beauty of the music comes from the spaces in between the notes.
Yeah. Ooh. Love that.
There
Love
has
that.
to be a space in between notes. Otherwise, and then
You
depending on
can't.
how big that space is,
Yeah.
it's going to make a difference.
Right.
So entrepreneurs, even individuals, need to slow down. So you actually slow down enough, you slow down your brain waves enough that you can actually receive inspiration, that you can align with that frequency. Because the
Ooh.
frequency of the problem is not the same frequency as the solution.
Love that. Love that. Wow. Those are like power bombs, knowledge bombs after knowledge bombs. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Ken. Wow. Like from the start, non-stop values. There's a lot. There's a lot. You are amazing, Ken. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for giving valuable insights that could really change people's lives. I myself, I don't know about our listeners and viewers, but me, I'm blown away, man. I learn a lot. I've learned a lot. I'm sure our
Brilliant.
listeners and viewers are, they are ready now. They're ready now to push forward, embrace life. Now with this new door that opened for them, they are now equipped. Well, it's not gonna happen in an instant. Change's not gonna happen that quick. But now they have an option. That valuable tip,
Hmm.
that sharing from you, Ken. Thank you so much. But
My absolute pleasure. My absolute pleasure.
Ken, we are not done yet. We started with your story. We gave away like knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb, tips after tips after tips. Now is the time that we will play a game. This
Okay.
is a tradition here in the show. We call it the Creative Fast Talk. How we play this game is I'm going to ask you questions, and you are not allowed to spend much time thinking what the right answer would be. First word that
Okay.
comes into your mind, boom, mindset. That's gonna be
Okay.
the answer. All right,
Okay.
ready?
Let's go. Let's do this.
Let's go. First question: sun or snow?
Son.
Structured or chaotic?
Oh, in between.
Structured, chaotic
I
structure.
like structure, but I'll take structure. I'll take structure.
Okay, okay. All right. Question number three: love or money?
Love.
If you were an animal, Ken, what animal would you be and why?
Animal would I be and why? Oh, interesting. Probably a bear.
Why?
Why? I think it can be. I can think it can be. It's very powerful, and at
Yeah.
the same time can be very gentle.
I can imagine you a cuddly, cuddly bear, right? And can even tore you into pieces. Love that. Love that. Okay, next question, Ken. Popcorn and movies or dinner and dancing?
Popcorn and movies.
Ah, nice. Okay, since you answered that, there's a follow up question to that one. Name your
Okay.
top three movies of all time.
Peaceful Warrior.
Mm,
Oh,
Two more.
Coming to mind right now, The Blind Side.
Ah, yeah, love that. Last one.
And the last one, oh man, where am I going to go with? Oh, there's so many. Oh, I'm trying to think. I got to do this quick, right? So I'm
Right.
gonna go. I'm gonna go with. Oh, I'm gonna go with Avatar.
Ah, yeah. Wow. Love that. Love that. Cameron, right? James Cameron. Wow. All right. Next, mountains or the beaches?
Oh, but why are you making me choose between them? uh, I'm gonna go beach.
All right. Okay. Next, Ken, what are you afraid of?
What am I afraid of? Afraid of. I'm not particularly fond of heights.
Wow. Really? Okay. Okay.
Not. I mean, I can handle heights. Not that I can't be on. But like, I'm not a big fan of a Ferris wheel that's
Ah,
open.
there you go. All right. Yeah. Okay. Next, what is your dream superpower and why?
My dream superpower and why. That's fully utilizing as much as possible my mindset.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Wow.
with that, I can achieve anything I want to achieve.
Wow. Love that. Love that. Okay, Ken. This last question can lead into something serious depending on how you take it. All right. If
Okay.
you have the power to bring back someone back from the dead, who would it be and why?
I think my grandfather.
Ooh, okay. Why? Why?
Well, I didn't get a lot of time when I moved from Canada to Malta,
Mm,
where I've been based for many years. So I moved here in 1979,
mm,
and he passed away in 1980. I did not get a great amount of time to spend more time with him.
right.
And we have, what I've been told, and the bit I know is that we have very similar characters.
Wow.
He was a businessman as well, and I would have loved to get to know him more. I know he's with me
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
yet it would be nice to get to know him more.
Wow. Thank you. I mean, Ken, thank you for sharing that. And I know that he is very proud of you and he loves you so much.
I have no doubt about that.
Thank you. Thank you. There you have it, guys. Ken Attard sharing valuable insights, helping us with powerful tips. And, now we know that Ken, the master mindset guy, is somewhat afraid of heights. Thank you, thank you for being silly and playing that part of the show. Ken,
Absolutely.
I know you have a lot of online releases. Anything that you want to promote, your social media accounts, any projects, feel free to promote. The floor is yours.
Okay, so fantastic. So, what I'd like to offer your listeners is a free masterclass. They can go to adaptandpivotnow.com. So it's adapt, the word and pivotnow.com, and they can understand some of the top secrets about why you're not pivoting and adapting and how important that is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd love to offer them that. I also have, so for those of you who can look up for me on Instagram, you can look up Mindset Malta. Okay, you can start following there. That would be great, and I can promise you, there's some new stuff that's going to be coming up in the very near future as well. And if anybody would like to get in touch with me personally, by all means, they can do that by sending an email to Ken Ken at mindsetmalta.com. You can find me on LinkedIn as well, under Ken Attard. You can
Mm.
definitely find me there. There's some content there, as well, as John well knows. And I also have, for those of you who do get in touch with me, I also do have a private Facebook community that is specifically for entrepreneurs. So you'll be more than welcome to come and join there
I want to
as
be
well.
one. I want to be a part.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll have a chat afterwards, and absolutely, I want you to be a part of that. Absolutely, as well,
Yay.
John. So yeah, so I think those would be the main areas, without a doubt, that you can get in touch with me, start following. There is also another Facebook page which is called Mindset Malta, which is just a
Mm.
page.
Yeah.
People can follow there as well if they just prefer to follow on a page as well. So
There
yeah,
you
all of
go.
those things, that would be absolutely wonderful.
There you go, guys. Please do connect with Ken. I'm sure he can help you in your journey toward success. This is Jan Santos with the amazing Ken Uttered saying, have a positive outlook in life, smile, and God bless you all. Bye.